Here we are, you've made it to Friday, great work. Day 5. Day 5's big day. Friday's big day. Love Fridays, we're at 𝐋𝐸, thanks God it's Friday, yes. Now, here's the thing, Friday's important in this particular program because it's really about being thankful today, and it's about having an attitude of gratitude. It's about having thoughts and it's about having feelings that are just grateful, that are just thankful, that you can just, you just feel and you just appreciate everything that you've got in your life, both the people in your life and the stuff that you've got in your life and the things and the experiences that you've had in your life. So gratefulness is huge, especially today as part of this 7-day program. You know, it amazes me with people, if I ask them about gratitude, they'll tell me they've got nothing to be thankful for, which is tragic. Of course, everyone's got something to be thankful for. And it's only a matter of taking the time, as I do every day, as Tony Robbins does every day as part of his daily planning, to sit down and actually be thankful, spend a few moments in the moment and actually give thanks for what you've got in your life. Here's the thing about giving thanks. Walk a mile in someone else's shoes. If you don't think you've got enough, if you don't think you've got enough to be grateful for, there's plenty of people out there who have less than you. There are people out there who want your life, who would love your life, because there's some tough stuff that goes on in the world, and there's some tough stuff that goes on in people's lives. You know, I was talking to my skin doctor the other day because I've got fair skin and I go and get everything checked out. And he told me about the guy that turns up with cancer, and he had melanoma. And the guy said to the doctor, "Can you heal me?" And the doctor said, "Well, probably not, because the melanoma is in your lung." And he said, "Well, how did I get melanoma in my lung?" He said, "You didn't get melanoma in your lung, you got it somewhere else." He said, I don't know where. He said, the cancer in your lung is melanoma, but it's secondary cancer. And the guy said, "Well, you can't fix me." And the doctor said, "No, Dr. Rigby here in Gladstone, he's a fantastic guy. He puts the fear of God into me every time I go in there. I walk out of there going, thank God I haven't got melanoma." But the end of this story goes like this, that this particular individual had lung cancer, not lung cancer, but melanoma cancer in the lungs as a secondary cancer. And the doctor said, "Look, what I can do for you is I can track it for you. I can trace where the primary cancer was before you pass on." The guy said, "Okay, well, that'd be interesting to know." You know where they found a melanoma? In his bowel. In his bowel. And I said to the doctor, "Dr. Rigby, you get melanoma in your bowel, how the heck do you test for that? How do you know you've got it?" He said, "You don't." He said, "You get melanoma in your bowel," and he said, "It's all over." Now, melanoma is traditionally associated with skin cancer, right? So now this guy all of a sudden didn't have very long to live and passed very, very soon after he saw this doctor, so Dr. Rigby tells me. Now, you think your life's tough. There are people doing it so much tougher, and I've been in those places where I felt like I had nothing to be grateful for, lying in a burns unit after being burnt badly. It was horrible, and the doctor's checking me out to see if I was actually burning to death inside, because that's what happens when you get electric shock. You actually burn internally. And you know what? I'm so grateful now that I survived that experience and that I survived life. So if you're ever struggling, I guess, to be thankful for something, think about what other people don't have and what you have. Think of all the things that are in your life, like whiteboards or video cameras or phones, that you didn't have to even think about. You didn't have to do. All you had to do was buy. Yeah, and some of them you probably didn't even have. Someone's given you some stuff. You might have put it out to the universe. We talked about vision recently. We talked about the reticular activating system. So just every day as part of your day, be thankful, be grateful, and especially today. And I want you to commit to your workbook something that you're really, really grateful for. But once again, don't get it in your conscious, get it in your subconscious. Feel grateful. Feel it deep down in your heart of hearts. Gratefulness is a huge thing. I'm going to give you a story. So, as part of the speaking work that I do, it's interesting because one of the elements of my talk is really around being thankful. And I ask people in the session to turn to someone beside them and give thanks. Now, don't just say thank you, but be thankful with specificity if you can. So be very specific about the thanks you're giving. and authenticity. So be authentic. So come from the heart when you say thank you. Now inevitably in these sessions that I ask people to say thank you, there are tears. There are tears. And there are tears on both sides, from the people saying thank you and the people being complimented as or thanked, because we just don't take the time to show and to feel gratitude enough. And thank you, there's so much power in these two words. You can make your own day just by saying thank you to yourself. Go and look in the mirror and say thank you. And not only that, you can make someone else's day by saying thank you. As part of today, I want you to go and do that. I want you to find someone and say thank you with specificity and authenticity. Not someone in your close family. No, don't just walk out to your significant other and say, hi, thanks. No. I want you to jump on the phone, or I want you to do something to go and give someone thanks, because it's so important to you and it's so important to them. Now, even though we're just doing this today, so today it's day 5 and we're talking about gratitude, there's no reason why you can't do this every single day. Imagine that. Imagine waking up every day and being thankful. Imagine if the first 2 words that came out of your mouth every morning were thank you and I am grateful for what I've got. Imagine how good you would feel at the end of the day. That would just be fantastic, right? And the other thing I believe personally about being grateful is I believe that it helps you grow. I believe that it helps you become more. And why do I say that? It's because you appreciate. I think appreciation creates connection. And so you start connecting at a deeper level with the energy out here in this world that we live in. And you start connecting with others. Thank you is a huge way to connect. And I think by connecting with others, it helps us grow internally as people and as energy sources. So this here is really, really key to I guess today, and gratitude. You know, I don't know what your feelings are about your creator or whatever, and that's your call. We've all got our own, I guess, beliefs.